their way to the goat room from season 1, leading them to a poop-filled hallway that opens into a large indoor grassy knoll, one that is eerily similar from what we see in the intro credits. Here we'll meet Gwendolyn Christie's unnamed character who calls this place Mammalians Nurturable. For now, I'm just gonna call it the goat department. Her first line is, "Are you going to kill me?" And this isn't the first time we've seen this defensiveness when it comes to other departments. When Dylan meets Bert from optics and design, he also thinks he's come to kill them, stemming from an old story that O&D once massacred the MDR department. We've seen a painting of this titled The Grim Barbarity of Optics and Design in episode 105. But look what Dylan stumbles upon later in that episode when he's in O&D. That same painting, but now it's titled The Macro Data Refinement Calamity, and it depicts MDR killing O&D. Their badge colors have been reversed. It seems as though whoever created these paintings wants to sow distrust between the departments, because if the departments distrust each other, they're easier to control. They're not going to unify, and I imagine this is what's happening in the goat department.
Are you here to kill me?
At first, I thought the workers here might not be severed. However, this proves to be untrue when one of the goatmen divulges he met with Miss Casey, who said his outie loved stargazing. Imagine being an outie of one of these guys and coming home smelling like goat shit every day. It turns out Miss Casey would do their wellness sessions in the husbandry tanks, and all they really know about her is that she's retired. So nothing too revelatory here, except for this weird request that they see Mark and Helly's bellies. They are looking to see if they have pouches like a marsupial, and I think this leads into the very purpose of why there is a goat department in the first place. First, we must recognize that goat imagery is closely tied to Lumon's founder, Kier Egan. In the Taming of the Four Tempers painting, we get to see a goat represented as one of these tempers, with many believing it to represent malice. A goat dancer is seen during Dylan's waffle party, and goat imagery has been littered in the background even here in this episode. Various cultures, religions, and mythologies attribute several meanings to the goat, anything from sacrifice, rebellion, evil, and the occult. There's also a theory out there that Severance is heavily inspired by the 1894 horror fantasy novella The Great God Pan, and there are many parallels, including the God Pan who has the body of a goat, Pan's Labyrinth like the hallways being a sort of maze, a doctor who performs brain surgery so that his patient can see another world, and one of the main characters being named Helen. But I have to imagine there's a real practical need for these goats, and with Lumon having its roots in the pharmaceutical industry, these goats may be used as test subjects for their various medical experiments.